Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. Let's dive into the world of Linux kernel modules and the Kbuild system. This tutorial will cover 1. What are kernel modules? 2. Understanding Kbuild system. 3. Creating a simple kernel module. 4. Building and loading the kernel module. 5. Unloading the kernel module. 6. Advanced features of kernel modules. 7. Best practices. 1. What are kernel modules? Kernel modules are pieces of code that can be loaded and unloaded into the kernel upon demand. They extend the functionality of the kernel without the need to reboot the system. Common uses for kernel modules include device drivers, file system drivers, and system calls. 2. Understanding Kbuild system. The Kbuild system is a set of makefiles and conventions used to build the Linux kernel and its modules. The main components include makefile, a file that defines how to build modules. Config, a file that describes the configuration options for the module. 3. Creating a simple kernel module. Let's create a simple Hello World kernel module. This will involve creating two files, hello.c and makefile. Step 1. Create the source file. Create a file named hello.c. C. Include linux/init.h. Include linux/module.h. Include linux/kernel.h. Module_license, GPL. Module_author, your name. Module_description, a simple Hello World module. Static int__init hello_init, void. Print k, kern_info hello, world, \n. Return 0. Static void__exit hello_exit, void. Print k, kern_info goodbye, world, \n. Module_init, hello_init. Module_exit, hello_exit. Step 2. Create the makefile. Create a file named makefile in the same directory. Makefile. objm plus equals hello.o. All. Make c/lib/modules/ shell uname / build m equals $pwd, modules. Clean. Make c/lib/modules/ shell uname / build m equals $pwd, clean. 4. Building and loading the kernel module. Step 1. Build the module. Open a terminal in the directory where you have hello.c and makefile, and run bash make. This will compile the hello.c file into a kernel module named hello.ko. Step 2. Load the module. To load the module into the kernel, use the insmod command. Bash sudo insmod hello.ko. To check if the module is loaded, use bash lsmod grep hello. Step 3. Verify the output. You can check the kernel log for the hello world message. Bash dmesktail. 5. Unloading the kernel module. To unload the module, use the rmod command. Bash sudo rmod hello. You can verify that it was unloaded by checking the kernel log again. Bash dmesktail. 6. Advanced features of kernel modules. Parameters. You can pass parameters to kernel modules by defining module parameters. Example. C. Static int my_param equals 0. Module_param, my_param, int, s_irago. Module_parm_desk, my_param, an integer parameter. Dependencies. you can specify module dependencies using module_depend. Exporting symbols, use export_symbol, to allow other modules to use functions or variables from your module. 7 Best practices. Use kernel API, always use the kernel API and not standard C library functions. Debugging, use printk, for debugging, it's the kernel equivalent of printf. Error handling, always check for errors when working with kernel functions. Testing, test your modules on a non-critical system to avoid crashes. Conclusion. This tutorial provides a basic understanding of Linux kernel modules and the Kbuild system. By creating a simple module, you have learned the essential steps required to build, load, and unload kernel modules. As you grow more comfortable, you can explore more advanced features and practices. Happy coding!